Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, we have some breaking news, so that can only mean one thing, and that of course is a Note 8 update. Or an iPhone update, but today it's a Note 8 update. So with the Note 8 coming out, we are getting more and more information, and this time it's all about a Imperial version. Now, for those of you guys who don't know or do not follow us and subscribe, which if you haven't, you should, to Mobile Weekly, which we do every Sunday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, plug intended, we have gone over many of the Note 8 features. However, the most substantial one is the fact that we will have a version with 6 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage. That is the standard version that's going to be across the world. However, there will be an Imperial version that originally was posted at 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. However, Sam Mobile did reach out to this leaker and they did get an update that is actually 6 gigs of RAM still, so not 8, it's not going all the way to 8, but it will be 256 gigs of storage. So what is the Imperial Edition, and is this an actual thing? Is this really going to happen? Yeah, it happens every year actually. So it started a long time ago. I want to say as far back as the S6 definitely had it, but I want to say even the S5 had it. It used to be called LTE-A edition. So starting for the more advanced version of the S series phone. The cool thing about this series is it always gave you an indication of what the Note was going to have. So when the S series got 4 gigs of RAM in the LTE-A version, the Note series got 4 gigs of RAM. So it was always that step. So, oh, this is going to be what we're going to get in the Note version then. Oh, it has this kind of screen. Oh, it has this kind of camera. It was always the upgrade that everyone wanted to have and what the Note gave us. Now, they were going to do this last year as well with the Note 7. Unfortunately, they didn't get to. So this was going to be the first time the Note version got it, an advanced version of even the Note. However, this time around, they are going to do it with the Note 8 for the first time officially. China did release their own Note 7 version. It did have like more storage inside of it. I believe it had 128 gigs last year. But again, it was released for like a week or something like that, and that was about it. It was literally starting the launch when the recall was happening originally. So that's what happened along those lines. So overall, this is a very interesting device, and yes, it will be released, but it's only going to be released in China and Korea. That's it. Oh, is it going to go to other markets? Is it going to expand? No, it's not. It never has. It never will. So please note that yes, note that it's not going to go everywhere. It's really just going to be China and Korea. If you're trying to import it, make sure you get the Korean version, because the Chinese version will really not work on almost any level. It won't have the Google Play Store. It won't have a lot of different things. So if you do want to import this version, do not get the Chinese version, get the Korean version. That will work more so than the Chinese version. Although with any imports, you're going to have certain issues, so just make sure you note that. Now, this also comes on the cusp of Samsung executive after the release of the earnings, which we're going to go over the earnings this Sunday on Mobile Weekly because we have their earnings and we have a couple of other companies. LG did not doing so well, and we're going to see how every other company did. Overall, with these earnings, they did say that the adding the Note 8 is going to have a more advanced and richer multimedia functions. What does that mean? That's a really good question. What does it mean? We can already imagine that it's going to have, of course, HDR like the S8 does, and we already know that it's going to have a 2K display, but more than likely it's going to have a 4K display. Now, it'll still come out of the box as a 1080p display, just like we've seen from the other phones, such as the S8. It's going to come out with the 1080p display out of the box, but you can up it to 4K to get that amazing multimedia feature. However, the other thing is important to note is that Samsung makes the iPad's 120Hz display. Now, this display is fluid. It's like watching a TV really in its fluidity and how the speed of it is. There's no Android device that yet has it. However, since Samsung makes this technology, why wouldn't they put it on their own phone now? So you can expect that as well. Those are my guesses for what the multimedia functionalities are going to be. We're going to have HDR, we're going to have a 4K display, a 120 Hz. You literally will have the best multimedia phone on the market, maybe till the iPhone comes out, or maybe for the year. We'll have to wait and see. Alright guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and let me know in the comment section down below what other multimedia functions would you want to have. Stereo speakers, and what other ones would you want to see but maybe you think might not have it this year. Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.